Hello, welcome to BODHI. I'm Stephen Weigand, and this is my brother Chris Yates. I got it right. I said our names right today. But come next class, could be flipped around again because we got another payback. We're gonna have paybacks every week for a while, I believe, correct? Can't wait. I love the paybacks. His are much harder than mine. You're gonna start on your back today, somewhere new. All right, let's have you extend your right leg up and your left leg long. Also something new that you've never done before. Right leg up, left leg long, arms all the way by the sides. Nice. And then when you exhale, we're just gonna crunch up just a little bit. And then inhale, and you can lift the left heel up off the mat just a little bit. And then next time you exhale, crunch up a little higher. And then inhale. And then next exhale, crunching up a little higher. And then inhale. And then exhale, crunching up a little higher. And then just one more time. Exhale, crunch up a little higher. Nice and easy. Set your left heel down. Extend the right leg forward. Set the right heel down. Lift the left leg all the way up. And then you can peel the right heel just an inch up off the ground. And then just exhale just a little crunch. Keeping the grapefruit. And then exhale, exhale a little higher. And then next exhale just a little higher. Nice. And then next exhale just a little higher. Good. You got one more. Shoulder blades lift even just a little higher. Awesome. Set the right heel down, extend the left leg long. Okay, I'm going to give you a block. You're going to like this. Ardha Navasana with the block. So I gave it to him. You're going to set the block this way between your thighs. And you can make that noise, and that helps, of course. So pointing the toes today, squeeze the thighs, keeping the hands by the hips. Go ahead and crunch it up. Exhale. Just 45 seconds here. No breath of fire. But that may come later. We'll see. Breathing in and out through the nose. It's such a lovely pose, isn't it? Ardha Navasana. I really like it too. And then lift a little bit higher. Nice. 20 seconds in. Even though in your mind you have an idea of how much longer there is, see if you can reattend to 3 to 5 count inhale, 3 to 5 count exhale. And if you need less, you can take the legs higher. But see if you can lift the shoulder blades up off of the mat. Doing great. You got 5 seconds left. Good, now come all the way up to Navasana. Oop, yep. Okay, now you can keep the block or not. If you're keeping the block, maybe bend the knees like Chris. Actually, or you can straighten the legs if you're comfortable and if you're forward enough on your sits bones. Yeah, actually try pointing the toes. Yep, crush that block. Yeah, and then even just a touch further forward on those sits bones as you pull the front ribs in and grow the back ribs longer towards the base of your skull. Very nice. Doing great. So we did 45 seconds there. We're going to do 45 seconds here in total. You're already 25 seconds in, just another 20 to go. That's great. Keep crushing the block. Nice. Keep the little grapefruit, but see if you can tip the head back just slightly more. Nice. Grow the side ribs a little higher up towards the armpits. That's fantastic work. Yep, you got it. Just another 5 seconds here. That was a long pause. Squeeze the block. Yep. Tip the heart back. All right, then lower all the way down to the ground. You can release the block, set the soles of the feet down. Good. Now, hands behind the head. And here we go, a little different order today. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, extend the legs long. Nice. Set the feet down. Exhale, lift, and then lower. And then exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, extend the toes forward. Set the feet down. Exhale, make the Chris face, lift. And then inhale, lower down. Here we go again. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, extend forward, point. Set the feet down, lift the shoulder blades up. And then inhale, lower down. I wish they could see that face. It's amazing. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, extend forward. Nice. Set the feet down. Exhale, lift. And then lower. It's like a half pirate face. I like it. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, lengthen. Nice. Set the feet down. Exhale, lift. And then inhale, lower. Good. Just one more time, kind of half version of it. Exhale. And then lengthen the legs. Inhale. Nice. Set the hands by the sides. Shuffle the feet up and down, 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 up and down. Good. Now bring the feet to the right. Take them over to the left. Bring it back to center. Come back up to Navasana. And 10 crunches here. Here we go. Inhale, lower. If you're not up for it, that's okay too. You can stay at the front. Exhale it up. Good. Inhale it up, or inhale lower. Sorry, I'm getting it wrong. Now we got it. Exhale it up. Good. Inhale. Awesome. Exhale. Nice. Inhale. There you go. Exhale. Awesome. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good work, brother. Exhale. 5 to go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. And downward facing dog. Woo! All right. Good work, my brother. Pedal the feet out. You can start to bend one knee and then the other knee. Shake it out a little bit, back and forth. We haven't done that transition from Ekapada Bakasana to Kundalini one in a while, have we? Today might be a good day to do that. Fantastic transition. I love it. Nice big inhale in through the nose. And then let it out. Good. Let's have you come high onto your tippy toes. And then inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over the wrists into top of a push-up position. Isometrically pull the palms back. Lift the head of the thigh bones up. Good work. And let's just be nice today. Come all the way back to downward facing dog. Walk the hands all the way back to the feet. And then you can just hang at the back of the mat if you haven't done that in a long time. You can bend the knees, set the ribs on the thighs, maybe grab opposite elbows, or you can slide the hands underneath, the soles of the feet. You can even take them behind the ankles. Whatever you're doing, just let the head get heavy. And then consciously slow the breath down here, just for a few moments before the blood gets pumping, the heart gets pumping, but taking the opportunity to reset our nervous system here for a few moments. And then maybe if the ribs came away from the thighs, reset the ribs on the thighs and try to work the hips forward towards the front of the mat as you press the head of the thigh bones towards the back of the mat. Seeing if you feel that even more in the hammies. And maybe confronting a little bit of fear when the hips go forward, at least that's my experience. And then you reattend to the breath. So when shit comes up while we're practicing, reattend to the breath. Trust yourself. And then exhale, release the hands down. Walk it back downward facing doggy, please. And maybe adjust the hands, appropriate for you. Front crease in the wrist parallel to the front edge of the yoga mat, or maybe even just slightly turning them a little bit more out. Okay, let's rock and roll, everybody. Here we go. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over wrists into top of a push-up. Okay, from there, go ahead and bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Squeeze the elbows in, lift the front ribs in and up and away from the ground. Pull the palms back towards the toes. Keep that, lift it back up to plank pose. Lift the right foot just an inch away from the ground. Good, now again, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Good, lift the front ribs away from the ground. Good, press it all the way back up to plank. Come up onto your right fingertips. Yes, right fingertips. I wonder where I got this from. And then we're gonna start you in the same one-arm, one-legged plank pose. Actually, first, you know what, sorry. Bring the right hand down. Take the knee all the way across to your left tricep. I forgot something. Make it just a little bit easier once you get there. Pull the right shoulder back. Broaden the collarbone out. Good, now shoot the right leg back. Okay, now come up onto your right fingertips. I'm with it today. Okay, now you can stay right here. Okay, make sure that you got the shoulder just as close to over the wrist as good for you. And then if you want more, reach the right arm all the way forward into the one-arm, one-legged plank pose. Same. Not easy. Good. Lift the outer left hip. Lift the outer left ribs. This is great, brother. Pull the heart even further forward. Come a little higher onto your left tippy toes. Take one more inhale there. Stack the right foot on top of the left foot. Vashisthasana. Woof! That was fantastic. That looked easy for you. Looked very easy. I struggled and complained a lot more when you did that with me. Okay, now roll the right hip towards the side you're facing. That'd be the right. Good work. Good. Find the breath. Find the connection. Lift the left ear away from the left shoulder. Okay, now lift the right foot just an inch up off the left. Pull the knee all the way into the right chest. Good, now look down, set the right hand down. Tack the knee on the back of the right tricep muscle. When you inhale, lower the knee down to the right wrist. Exhale, lift it above the elbow. Inhale, lower, and then maybe up to the armpit. Good, one more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift it higher. Good, look forward. Shoot the right leg back. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Set the right foot down. Pick the left foot up. Plank pose. One more. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Lift it back up, plank pose, take the knee across to your right tricep muscle. Woo! Pull the left shoulder back, broaden the collarbones out, lift the right thigh higher. Good, now shoot the left leg back, come up onto your left fingertips and hold here. Holy shit. Right? Holy shit. Okay, now you can stay right here. This is great levelization in the hips, or as you reach that left arm forward, lift the right hip higher. Yes! Good, pull the heart further forward. You got this. Trust yourself. Lift the right ribs higher. You got it. One more breath here. Vashisthasana, left foot on top of the right. Woo! Good work, brother. Very nice. Pulling the right shoulder blade down the back body. Yes. Roll the top hip towards the side you're facing. That's it. Very nice work. Now from there, lift the left foot just an inch up off the right, pull the knee all the way into the left chest. Keep the left hip lifting and then set the left hand down. Nice. Now tack the left knee on the back of the left tricep muscle. And then here we go. Inhale, lower the knee down to the wrist. Exhale, lift it above the elbow. Inhale, lower the knee down. Exhale, lift it above the elbow. Take one more. Inhale, lower the knee down. Lift to the armpit. Look forward. Shoot the leg back, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Set the left foot down, pick the right foot up, press it up to plank pose, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Press it up to plank pose, pull the knee all the way into the nose, step the foot down, drop the back knee down, low lunge, crescent pose. Woo! No joke. No joke. Good work, brother. Now soften down through the traps. That's great. Levelizing the hips. Firming the outer right hip in, lifting the left frontal hip point up. Side ribs lift, shoulder blades widen, tops of the ears lengthen up, crown of the head lengthens up. Awesome. From there, bring the palms together at your heart, twist it up left tricep to your right thigh, coming into the low lunge crescent twist. Nice. Pressing the tops of your back foot down, pressing the pinky toe down in the back. Scissor blade the thighs towards the midline, lengthen the left ribs further forward. Good, and maybe work the thumbs just a touch closer in towards the heart center. Okay, now you can keep this or uncurl the left toes and draw the left thigh up towards the ceiling, coming into the higher lunge crescent twist. Great, nice levelization in your hips there. He's lifting his outer left hip up, yes. And then once we got that, like my hands are on your hips, slightly pulling those hips back, lengthening the bottom ribs forward, work those left obliques towards the right hip and firm the right hip in, yes. Good, lift the left thigh up. Good, now look down at your right big toe. Put the weight into the right foot, step the left foot all the way up to meet it. Find yourself in chair twist. Once you get there, the tendency sometimes in that left knee is to poke forward. So see if you can pull the left knee back, work the outer left hip back and sink a little lower, sink a little lower, sink a little lower. Awesome, brother. You got it. Take one more breath like this. Chair pose, unwind it, Utkatasana. Woo, okay. Maybe sink a little lower. Good. Sink a little lower. Yes. Sink a little lower. Bakasana, crow pose. Set the hands down. Maybe walk the, actually he walked the feet back, so that's good. I was going to tell him to walk his hands just a little bit forward. Okay, so once you've folded, walk your hands maybe just a little bit further forward. Then you're going to tack those knees on the triceps, okay? So aligning shoulders right up, or excuse me, elbows right up over the wrists. And maybe you just lift into it. And get the doming like a scared cat. Press the back of the forearms forward as you widen the collarbones. And then lift the front ribs up, lift the hip points up towards the armpit, and then you can shoot it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Rolling over the toes, upward facing dog. Come back to Chaturanga Dandasana, I know. Lift the left foot up in Chaturanga, press it up to plank, bend the elbows lower halfway down, Chaturanga, press it up to plank, pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down, drop the back knee down, rise up, low lunge crescent pose. Awesome. Whew, it's hard, isn't it? Want some water? Okay. Reattending to the breath and whatever comes up in that process. Anger, fear. I was going to say joy, probably not joy. Did you feel joy in that? And from there, bring the palms together at your heart. Right tricep to your left thigh. Coming into the low lunge twist. Whatever arises as we can attend to allowing what we feel to be there. My experience is we'll get more energy because we're allowing it, not denying it. And then we'll have more insight as to where to go next, moment to moment to moment. Okay, so if you're wanting a little bit more here, you can uncurl the back toes and lift the right thigh up and away from the ground into the higher lunge twist. Nice. Breathing into your back ribs as you draw the head of the right thigh bone, more than the knee, the right thigh bone higher. Now work your right heel a little further forward so it's right up over the ball of the foot. And then like my foot is behind your heel, press back. Nice. Good. One more inhale here. Now look down at your left big toe, put the weight into the left foot, step the right foot all the way up to meet it, finding yourself in the chair twist. This is great. And really like you're sitting back into that chair. Awesome. Then we're going to sink just a little deeper. Yep, just a little deeper. Yep, just a little deeper. Pull the right knee back, pull the outer right hip back. Chair pose, Utkatasana, unwind it. Very nice work, brother. Now we'll sink a little deeper, and again, a little deeper, and a little deeper. And I learned this from Chris, right? When you get to 90 degrees, do a little tuck forward, and then heart back. All right, exhale, release the hands down to the ground. Okay, you can either step the feet back an inch or two, or walk the hands forward an inch or two. Bakasana, crow pose. As you set the palms down, you tack the knees on the upper triceps, and squeeze those knees in. Squeeze the elbows in. Squeeze the wrists in. Everything firms into the midline, okay? And you can just stay in the setup, or you lift it here like Chris did. Nice, and even get a little bit more of a dome. That's great. Good, now pull the knees up towards the armpits. Pull the hip points up towards the armpits. Work the hips lower, lift the chest higher. Yes! One more breath here. Lift the knees higher one more time. Shoot it back, chaturanga. Good, rolling over the toes, up dog. Good, and then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Nice big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Ah. Child's pose it if you need it at any point, of course. So that again, you're going to your edge, you're breathing, you're connecting, you're not overdoing, and you're listening. And if you're moved to continue on with us here, inhale, bend the knees and look forward. Okay, at the end of the exhale, you can step or jump the feet up to the top. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Take your thumbs wide apart, circle and rise, take it all the way up to the top, and then exhale, pull the palms all the way to your heart. Great, here we go. Palms drop, inhale, circle, rise, and exhale, hinge and fold, forward, release. On your inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen forward. Good. When you exhale, you're welcome to step it back, or if you'd like to float it back, you can do that. Lowering chaturanga, over the toes, up dog, and then nice and easy, come back to your downward facing dog. And especially when shit gets intense, and it's like, oh my God, how am I gonna get through this? Again, you come back to the simplicity of here and now, because here and now informs there. And the mind doesn't actually usually recognize how powerful the soul is and how powerful the higher resource or source is and can infuse our system with energy. So it will do that, or it will infuse energy in telling you to stop. Either way, staying in tune, moment to moment to moment. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. At the end of the exhale, you step or float it all the way up to the top. Lengthen as you inhale, and then fold as you exhale. Good, take the thumbs wide, circle and rise all the way up to the top, and then exhale, pull the palms all the way to your heart. Great, palms drop, circle, rise, we take it up, and then exhale, hinge and fold, forward, release. When you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen forward. If you're stepping back, step the opposite foot back, and lower chaturanga. Over the toes, up dog, and then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. It's great. Sometimes it's so hard to just do the basic thing of chop wood, carry water, just put one foot in front of the other. But in this intense practice, sometimes it's all we can do, which is a good thing because we're coming back to the basics of just do what you can. And I know I always say it moment to moment, but it really becomes that. And as we stay present, we become more available to more opportunities and options that we never maybe thought were available before. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. At the end of the exhale, you can step or lift those hips all the way up and over your wrists. Lengthen as you inhale, and then fold as you exhale. Take your thumbs wide, circle and rise all the way up. Good work. Exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Round 3, palms drop, circle, rise. Take it up, and then exhale, hinge and fold forward. Release the hands to the ground. When you inhale, elongate forward. Keep the length, step or float it back into Chaturanga Dandasana. Over the toes, right into the upward facing dog. And then nice and easy, come on back to downward facing dog. Awesome. Take 4 to 5 breaths here. And being aware if there's more weight in the upper body here in downward facing dog, even if it's subtle. Sometimes the neck or shoulders will take more on than the legs. So working the legs a lot here, lifting the hips up and back, pressing the head of the thigh bones back. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump it up. lengthen as you inhale long, and then fold as you exhale forward. Thumbs go wide, circle and rise. And then exhale, pull the palms to the heart. Great. Palms drop, circle and rise. Take it up. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward and release. Inhale, lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, step or float it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Over the toes, upward facing, and nice and easy downward facing. I don't know what the temperature is like in your place, but it's like 10 degrees warmer in here today, wouldn't you say? 10 degrees makes a big difference. So if you need to chill, do it. A couple more breaths here. I'm sweating and I have done nothing. Here we go. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. Keep the belly engaged. Exhale, lift the hips over the wrists or just take a little jump, whatever the breath guides you to do. Good. Lengthen as you inhale and then fold as you exhale. Let's go thumbs wide, circle rise. And then on your exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Awesome work. Palms drop, rise, and then exhale, hinge, fold. Great. Lengthen it long as you inhale. And then when you're ready, you can step or you can float it back. Lower nice and slow over the toes and do the upward facing dog. Nice and easy back to down dog. Let's take a lion's breath, move some energy here. Big inhale in through the nose. And then let it out, exhale. Okay. All right, here we go. Right leg rises up. Okay, we're going to take the knee to the back of the right tricep muscle. You can keep it there or you can work Ekapada Bakasana. Hop the back foot up maybe an inch, 2 or 3. Okay, you can just work on lifting the right hip point and the right knee up to the armpit, or you can start to tip it forward like Chris here. Firm the outer right hip in, squeeze the left elbow in, perch the heart further forward. You got it, brother. One more inhale, heart even further forward. Good. Vashisthasana. Right foot stacks on top of the left foot like we did in the beginning. Roll the right hip towards the side you're facing, lift the bottom hip a little higher. Nice. Isometrically pull the knuckles or the hand back towards the left toes. Good. Now lift the right foot just an inch up off the left, and let's flip this dog. Set the ball of the foot behind you, lift the heart up. Wrap the right tricep in. That's awesome. Good. Even wrap that right tricep in one more time. Good work, brother. Now from here, reach the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Pull the right knee all the way in towards the right chest. Now keep the hand up. Keep the knee in. Swivel to the ball of your left foot. Yes. And if you can, try to work that right knee all the way across to your left tricep muscle, keeping the right arm up to the ceiling. I know it's hard as hell to do. That's it. Yeah. Got it in and try to bring it all the way across and lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, and then set the hand down and maybe right into Kundanyasana 1 or the setup. Maybe you're just in the setup here, working the left thigh, working the ribs up, pulling the heart forward. Nice, brother. Take one more inhale here, three-legged dog. Left foot steps down, right leg lifts up. Go ahead and bend your left knee. And then just take a little jump all the way into Warrior 3. Set the right hand between the thumbs at the top. Bend the knee, and then just a little skip or a little hop. Nice. Right into Vira 3. If you need a demo from me, just a little bend, and then press the top of the right thigh back. Nice, drop the heart a little lower, lift the back heel a little higher. Awesome, you're doing great. Okay, now, our favorite little Brock things. It's all Brock things, but you know what I'm talking about. You like this. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, pull the left knee in. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, shoot the left leg out. Good. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, hug the left knee in. Inhale, straighten the right leg, and then exhale, shoot the left leg out. Good. Perch the heart further forward. One more time. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, pull the left knee in. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, shoot the left leg out. Separate the arms wide apart like airplane wings. Twisting Ardha Chandrasana. Set the left hand down. Float the right arm up. Good. Reattending to the breath here amidst all the craziness that we've done thus far. Lifting the outer left hip up even a little bit more. That's it, brother. You got it. Take one more inhale here. Good. Then just standing splits. Release the hand down. I was going to give you an option for handstand. I'm not feeling it. Do you want it here? Yeah, I didn't feel it. If you guys want a handstand, great. If you don't, you just hang forward here. Good. Is this all right? And then just take another couple moments here. Sometimes it's good to not do handstand. You can just work the setup here a little bit. Hard as hell just in the setup. Now step the left foot all the way to the back. Step the right foot all the way to the back. Good. Lower chaturanga. Rolling over the toes into the upward facing dog. and then nice and easy, come back to downward facing dog. Attend to the breath here, just a couple moments. And again, I know when the mind is like, oh shit, I know what's coming next. Allow that oh shit to be, and then re-attend to the breath, moment to moment. Here we go. Left leg rises up. You got this. I trust you. Take the knee to the back of the left tricep muscle. Lift the knee a little higher, maybe hop the back foot up an inch, 2 or 3. And again, if you just need to hang in the setup, do that, okay? Setup is great and killer, very engaging of your entire body. Nice work. Hey, dude, that's awesome. Good length in the heart. I don't have anything to say here. Take one more inhale, Vashisthasana. Stack the left foot on top of the right foot. Fantastic. Yep. Widen your shoulder blades out. Lift the left pinky finger even a little higher up to the ceiling. That's great. Okay, now we're going to lift the left foot just an inch away from the right foot. Pull the knee all the way into the chest. That's it. Now roll onto your right toes. Drag that knee across to your right tricep as you keep the left arm lifting up, as you keep the left pinky finger lifting up. You can do it. Yes, lift the knee higher, 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 and then set the hand down. Kundalini 1 if you're up for that, or perhaps just a setup. Okay, either way, knee on the right tricep. Squeeze the wrists in. It's awesome, bro. One more inhale. Lift the back heel higher. Good work. 3-legged dog pose. Left leg up. And you can just take a little bend in your right knee, look forward, and then just take a nice little simple hop up. Good. Left foot steps down. Warrior 3. Nice. Press the top of the left thigh back. That's it. Roll the outer right hip down. Good. And buckle your hip points and pull them forward. Now, inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, hug the right knee in. Good, inhale, straighten the left leg, and then exhale, shoot the right leg out. You got it. 2 more. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, pull the right knee in. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, shoot the right leg. Last one. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, hug the right knee. Inhale, straighten left. Exhale, shoot the right leg out. Separate the arms wide apart like airplane wings. And here we go, twisting Ardha Chandrasana, aka twisting half moon. Good. Lift the head of the right thigh a little higher as you press the head of the left thigh back. So there's a little bit more weight into your standing heel here. It's nice. And you can keep your hand like Chris has on your hip the whole time. That helps support the levelization in your hips. Okay, if you got the arm up, work the heart towards the side you're facing a little bit more and up towards the ceiling, and then now lengthen the sternum just a touch further forward. Good work. Release the left hand down. Just hanging, standing, splits here for a few. Okay, those of you who, are feeling like lifting into a handstand, just be in touch with your breath. Lift the front ribs, pull the collarbones forward. Maybe you take a little bend, okay? Firm the wrists in, and then maybe you take a little lift up. Maybe a knee hugs in. Maybe you extend both legs up. Take another breath here. Squeeze the wrists in again. Lift the chest up towards the ceiling. And then you can step it back, plank pose, right foot then left foot if you're at the top, lower chaturanga. Up dog as you inhale. Nice, down dog as you exhale. Good work. You need a child's pose? Okay. You need one at home? If you do, you take it. Okay. Either way, we'll hang here for about 3-4 breaths. And perhaps working your thumbs, yours are good. I'm just saying this for you at home. You can maybe take the thumbs a little closer to the forefingers. He and I were both taught, have your hands as wide as you can, but that doesn't feel good on my thumbs. Probably it doesn't on yours either. This feels a lot more natural and supportive. Okay? Nice big inhale in. And then exhale, let it out. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. Okay, at the end of the exhale, you can step or jump it all the way up to the top of the mat. When you inhale, lengthen forward. And then when you exhale, fold forward. We're going to go chair pose, Utkatasana from here. Good, butt back, ribs back, shins back, back of the heart back. Pull the front ribs in. Sink a little lower, 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 and then all the way to Navasana. Okay, if you want, grab opposite elbows. Maybe he wants to do it today. Understandable, this is hard shit. Maybe you stay right here, or we're going to take another 10 like we did at the beginning, okay? If you're with us for that, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, 5, inhale, 6, inhale, 7, inhale, 8, inhale, 9, inhale, 10. Good, set, both feet down. Press the right foot down, extend the left leg back. Find your way back to Virabhadrasana 3. Good work. Good, pull the left hip point forward. Put a tiny little up dog in your upper back. Nice, and then lift the front ribs in. Now bend your front knee 6 inches and hold there. Extend the left heel back, perch the heart even further forward. One more inhale like this. Warrior one, step the back foot down flat, reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Take a few moments here, spin the left ribs forward, press the top of the left thigh back, lift the back ribs and arms a little higher to lift the ribs higher, plugging this right arm bone into the shoulder socket as we soften that down. Good. Is that okay? Feel a little different? Good, one more inhale there. And if you want, Ekapadabhakasana. Again, setting the hands down, tack the right knee on the back of the right tricep. Maybe it's just the setup that you're working. Knee on the right tricep, working on lifting that knee up, okay? Or maybe you lift it up. Either way, perch the heart forward like Chris is doing. That's awesome, bro. One more breath here. Dude, this is amazing. Shoot it back, chaturanga. Over the toes, upward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. Good work. Couple breaths here before we do that again. And if you're with us, here we go. Inhale, bend the knees. Look forward at the end of the exhale. Step or jump it up. Elongate as you inhale, and then fold as you exhale. Right back to chair pose, Utkatasana. Here we go. And let's get a little deeper. Let's get a little deeper. Get a little deeper. Right back into Navasana. You know you can hang here, or if you're with us, inhale lower, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, five more. 1, inhale, 2, inhale, 3, inhale, 4, inhale, 5, and whoop, I couldn't get it without any hands. Oh, there we go. Step down on the left foot, a little wobbly, and then shoot the right leg back. Warrior 3. Yep, press the top of the left thigh back. Good. And if you fall out, oh well, it's a practice, and it's hard as shit, so be kind to yourself in the midst of whatever's going on. That's the whole deal. Inhale, bend the knee about 6 inches. Hold it here. Good. Lengthen further forward. Lift the right thigh higher. One more breath here. You got this. And then warrior one. Step the back foot down flat. Reach the arms all the way up and hang here for a few moments in warrior one. Whew. No joke. How are we doing? Hanging in? Okay. Let's check this again. It's better. I'm firming his right tricep in towards the midline, trying to plug the arm bone into the shoulder socket. That's it. Now soften the traps. Now widen the shoulder blades. Yes, brother. Good work. All right. Release the hands down to the ground. Ekapadabhakasana if you're up for that. Okay? Or again, maybe just the setup. Left knee on the left tricep, working on getting that left knee above the left elbow and just extending forward. So if you're just in the setup, just work on lifting the right thigh up, 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 up. And maybe one day it'll go up and away like Chris. Squeeze the left knee in, perch the heart a little bit further forward and shoot it back, chaturanga. Whew. Over the toes, up dog. Back to down dog. I feel like we took it up a level today, yeah? Since yours was a level 5, I figured I could go from level like 3 to 3.5. That's fair, right? 3, 3.5, level 5. Amazing frickin' class. If you haven't taken it, take it. It's unbelievable. Just make sure you carve out 5 hours of your day. But it's unbelievable. I was sore for 3 days. Inhale, bend the knees. And then at the end of the exhale, you can step or jump it up. Lengthen it long as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Good. Chair pose, Utkatasana. No, not 5 hours. It's 2 hours and 18 minutes, but an amazing 2 hours and 18 minutes. Is that right? That's how long it was. So detailed. He's such a great teacher. Sink a little deeper. I learned and continue learning from it, going back over stuff in it. And then press the heels down, stand all the way up, look up, touch the palms. Exhale, pull the palms all the way to the heart. Here we go. Back into it. Chair pose. Sink it down. Utkatasana, please. Shins go back. Good. Sink it a little bit deeper, a little deeper, a little deeper. And then just set the hands down to the ground. Awesome. Lengthen it long as you inhale. When you're ready, you're welcome to step it, or you can float it all the way back, chaturanga. Over the toes, up dog, and then nice and easy down dog. But if you missed that class, he's going to do it again Sunday, so you could do it then with us. Right leg rises up in the air, please. Pull the knee to the nose, step it down. Good. Warrior one. Inhale, we rise, just regular Surya B here. And then exhale, release the hands down. Step the right foot back with your breath, lower, over the toes, up dog, no rush, all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg rises up in the air. Pull the knee into the nose, step the foot down, Vira 1. Inhale, we're gonna rise up. Exhale, let's let it go. Hands drop, step the left foot back, lower, slow, chaturanga. Over your toes into the up dog, and then nice and easy, coming back to your downward facing dog. Good work. Take 5 breaths here. I'm a little concerned for what you're gonna do on Sunday. Have you written the sequence out yet?
Hard to.
Okay, I just asked because last time he's like, here's my sequence. It was like a book. I'm like, wow. So, good times. Can't wait. Hope you crush me again. And inhale, bend the knees, look forward. No doubt you will. And at the end of the exhale, step or lift it up. Lengthen it long as you inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana, please. And when you're ready, press the heels down, stand up, look up, maybe palms touch. Exhale, pull the palms to the heart center. Very nice. Here we go. Back into it. Chair pose, Utkatasana. And then on the exhale, fold forward, release the hands to the ground. When you inhale, lengthen forward, keep the length as you either step or float it back, chaturanga. Good. Rolling over the toes, up dog. Come on back to down dog. Right back into it. Right leg rises up in the air. Pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, warrior 1. Inhale, you're gonna rise up, and then exhale, let it go. Staying with your breath, step the foot back and lower down chaturanga. Rolling over your toes into the up dog, and then nice and easy coming back to downward facing dog. Here we go, left leg rises up. Keep the belly engaged, pull the knee all the way into the nose, step the foot down, warrior 1. On your inhale, you rise, and then on the exhale, release. Hands down, left foot back, lower chaturanga. Over the toes, up dog. Nice and easy, coming back to down dog. Great work, great work. Whew. And it's such a victory just getting to this point and being in this. So allow that in, because, allowing in our accomplishments and how far we've come gives you energy. So much of the time we reject it. It's like, oh no, but we didn't. It's like, no, you did. Look how far you've come. This is freaking amazing. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or lift it up. Lengthen it long as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Good, back into it, chair pose, Utkatasana, please. Good, press the heels down, stand up, look up, touch the palms, and then exhale, pull the palms to the heart center. Very nice. Sink it back, chair pose, Utkatasana, please. And then lower all the way down to the ground. Lengthen it long as you inhale, step or float it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Rolling over toes, up dog. Nice and easy, back to down dog. Hang here for a few moments. So I'm gonna do you want me to demo the Ekapada to Kundalini variation? Okay, give you a break for a second. So drop the knees down. Okay, so we're gonna work first, warrior 1, okay? So like we've been doing, we come to warrior 1. And then after that, we're gonna come back to Ekapada Bakasana, okay, where we've been like 2 times already. You're here. Okay, now the key is to kick back through that left heel. Lift the left thigh. Lengthen the heart forward. Keep the lift in the ribs looking forward, and maybe you take that top leg a little higher, like this, and then you twist right into Kundalini 1. Keeping the length in the heart, lift in the leg, and lift in the middle. Easy enough? All right. Woo! I know. I'm crazy as hell. Just do what you do. Have fun with it either way. Downward facing dog. Lion's breath. Big inhale in through the nose. And then let it roar. All right. Right leg rises up. Pull the knee all the way to the nose. Step the foot down. Vira 1. Inhale, you rise. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Tack the knee on the back of the right tricep. Okay, once you got that, lift the left thigh higher. Maybe you're just there. Step 1. Step 2, lift the leg up. Keep lifting that left thigh. Pull the heart further forward. Lift the ribs. Keep lengthening. Then lift this leg higher and then twist the right knee all. Yes, brother! Still, that was great. Hard, isn't it? You okay? Okay. Yeah, it's a doozy. But that's great. Even if you just get a little twist, we're in the process of it. Let's try it on the other side. Here we go. Left leg rises up. Pull the knee all the way in. Step the foot down. Vira 1. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, release the hands down, okay? Tack the knee on the back of your left tricep muscle here, Ekapada Bakasana. Find the breath within everything that's happening. Good work. Now just reattend to the breath, okay? If you fall out, who cares? Again, reattending here. Just breathing in and out through the nose, okay? Nice, good, fantastic. Take a vinyasa if you want it. Thumb okay? Nice big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Ah, good. Take a few moments here and the downward facing dog. If you're moved to take a child's pose, you take a child's pose, okay? Either way, we just reattend, breathe, focus on the stillness. Because stillness is already here, even though there could be noise in the brain or noise going on outside of us. It's not something we have to manipulate, it's something that's there that we align to. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. And then at the end of your exhale, you can step or jump it up, lengthen it long as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Right back into chair pose. Utkatasana, please. Nice, we sink a little lower, and then press the heels down, stand all the way up, look up, touch the palms, exhale, pull the palms to the heart center, very nice. And then back to chair pose, please, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward and release. Good, when you inhale, lengthen it long. Nice, from there you can step it or float it back. Also, if you're not wanting to take vinyasas, skip them. Because if for some reason something compromises in your belly or your arms or whatever, just skip it or modify it, okay? Don't push through. Here we go. From here, let's lift your right leg up in the air. Pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down, crescent pose. Okay, now once you arrive in crescent pose, we're either going to grab opposite elbows behind you, okay, like so. If you feel comfortable taking reverse namaste, that's great. Just make sure that the, thumbs aren't peeling apart, okay? If you can get this, press the thumbs, the knuckles of the thumbs together, okay? Otherwise, lengthen forward out over your front knee, extended crescent, okay? Lift the left thigh higher. Now, stay here, listen up. I just want you to snake the left knee to meet the right knee, but your upper body stays in like a warrior three. Yep, let that left heel hover, that's nice. Take a couple more moments like this. Squeeze the thighs together. Okay, now keep the hands as they are, standing splits. Kick the left leg back, firm the outer right hip in, press the top of the right thigh back. That's nice. Good. Take one more breath here, press the top of the right thigh back one more time, work the hips back, pyramid pose, but keep the arms. So straighten the front leg, back foot comes flat, and then you just start to extend forward. And then drop the head, lengthen the tops of the ears, down towards the floor as we get the neck a little longer, cervical spine a little bit longer. That's it. Take another inhale like that. And then twisting triangle, you want to block? Left hand down, either inside or outside the front foot. Use a block. I suggest it like Chris is doing if you've got one. Press the top of the left thigh back, extend the left ribs forward, and find the breath here. Great. That's it. Nice. Lengthen the left ribs even a little further forward. It's great work, brother. Take one more inhale here. Good. Vashisthasana 2. With the peace fingers on the right side, you're going to grab your right big toe, or you can come to Trivashisthasana, okay? So Trivashisthasana, like Chris is doing here, it's great. So if the foot, for some reason, is on your knee, go lower if you can't go higher, okay? I just don't want the foot on the knee joint. Good. Take one more inhale like this. Now listen up. You can just vinyasa it and let it go, or if you want Kundalini 2, you can set the hand down, tack the right knee outside the right tricep. Maybe just work that Kundalini 2 setup. No pressure, okay? Nice, brother. Lift the left shoulder away from the ground. Lift the ribs away from the ground, and then shoot it back. Chaturanga. Awesome. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then nice and easy back to downward facing dog. Or you skip the vinyasa altogether, and that's totally cool. Let's lion's breath. You big inhale in, and then let it out. Here we go. Left leg rises up in the air, please. We're going to pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, crescent pose. Inhale, we're going to rise it up. Sink the front femur just a little deeper, and then from there, again, grab either opposite elbows behind you or reverse namaste. Actually, like Chris is doing, you can do that as well. He's pressing both knuckles into one another. That's cool. 2. So wherever you are, start to tip the heart forward into the extended version of crescent pose, keeping the hands as they are. Lift the right thigh a little higher. Now, snake the right knee to meet the left knee. Yep, upper body stays like a warrior three. Actually, for you, brother, tip the heart down a little bit. Press the hips slightly back and the left thigh back. And then the right heel up towards the right sits bones. Yes, feel that hammy engage. Nice. Now from there, standing splits, shoot the right leg back. Keep the hands as they are. That's great work. Good. Press the top of the left thigh back. Firm the outer left hip in. And lift the front ribs in and away from the ground slightly. That's nice. Take one more breath here. Outer left hip in again. And then pyramid pose when you're ready. Again, keeping the hands if you can. Either reverse namaste, knuckles to knuckles, grabbing opposite elbows. You're just folding forward here. Good. Let the weight of the world or the weight of this insane practice roll off your head and shoulders by giving yourself a few moments to let the head drop even heavier. And any resistances that come up, which you probably have, to just let them be, and then perhaps as you let them be, they let go, even for just a millisecond. One last inhale here. Good. Twisting triangle. Set the right hand down inside the foot or outside the foot, either way. Perhaps use a block if you got one. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling. That's it. Going to lengthen those right ribs even just a little further forward as you press the top of the right thigh back. Awesome. And then this connection in here. Good. That's great. Last inhale here. And then either tree Vashisthasana or Vashisthasana 2. If you're taking Vashi 2, left piece fingers, grab the left big toe, extend it all the way up to the ceiling, that is legs straight. Okay? Tree Vashisthasana, you know what to do there. You know if that foot's on the knee, you take it up or lower than the knee. It's great. Now wherever you are, lift the right ribs higher and widen the shoulder blades out. It's awesome, bro. Good. One last inhale here. And you can either vinyasa or kundanyasana 2. If you're kundanyasana 2ing, left knee cuts into that left tricep. So you firm that tricep, or the knee into the tricep, you widen out the collarbones and then lengthen the heart forward. And then maybe that back leg lifts, or you just work the setup here. It's great working the setup. Lift the right thigh higher. Yes, brother, right thigh even higher, and then shoot it back. Chaturanga. Awesome. Woo! Downward facing dog. You want child's pose? Okay. We'll take about 3 to 5 breaths here. If you need a child's pose, please take it. Firming those upper outer arms in. And then now see if you can lift the hips just a little higher up and back, slightly. But the subtlest difference makes a big difference. Getting a little bit longer in the spine. And feeling the support in the spine as well, pulling the front ribs in and up and away from the ground. Now lift the right leg up in the air. Let's pull the knee to the nose, step it down, warrior 1. Inhale, you're going to rise it all the way up. And then when you exhale, warrior 2. Heart and hips are going to face towards the left, towards the side that you're facing. And I like what I got from Chris in his class. So the left hip, it stays where it is. Actually, you kind of work it a little forward, don't you? Okay? So you keep that left hip as it is and just slightly roll the left chest open as you sink the front femur a little deeper, continuing to press the left thigh back. It's great. Got a few more breaths here in warrior 2, widening the shoulder blades out as best you can. It's nice. Good. Can you sink just a hair deeper as I press your shin back? And then let's reverse this warrior. Go back arm down the back leg. And then knee just slightly to the right as you sink a hair deeper. It's great. And then right into side angle pose from there. Elbow on the thigh, or you can hand inside the foot or to a block. Okay, most of you probably have the elbow in the thigh. So I want you to lift the thigh up into the elbow as you press the elbow down into the thigh and firm the outer right hip in. Press the top of the left thigh back, and then find the breath here. It's nice. And this little connection again. Zoot, zoot. Great. Now you can keep this or extend the top arm all the way out over your head. Notice if that right ear kind of tips down towards the right shoulder. If it does, lift it away from the shoulder. Nice. You can keep this, or if you want it more, you can lift the right ribs and then lengthen the right arm further forward. Right ribs lift, right arm extends into the extended side angle pose. Again, don't do it if you're not feeling it. I like that he honors himself. He's not feeling it. He doesn't do it. Perfect. Couple more breaths like this. Maybe sink just a hair deeper. That's it, brother. And then back to warrior two. Good. From there, just go ahead and windmill the hands all the way down to the ground. Slide the right foot back and then lower nice and slow. Chaturanga. Rolling over your toes into up dog. And then nice and easy back to downward facing dog. Great. Left leg rises up in the air, please. Pull the knee all the way into the nose. Step the foot down. Vira one. Inhale, you're going to rise up. And then exhale, open it up. Warrior two from there. And every day is different, right? So if this is a struggle, which it was for me when I did it, you let that in. It's okay. Like, life doesn't always flow. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes allowing in the struggle gets us back in alignment with the flow, because it's not always, moving exactly as we want it to. So when we embrace the challenges and when things aren't flowing like we want them to, then we're back in. Back arm down the back leg. Sink a little bit deeper, because we're not resisting what is. When we allow what is, then we're loving and accepting ourselves, and we're saying yes to life rather than telling life no. Life's going to do what it does anyway, so we can either accept it or not. And then from there, side angle pose, elbow to the thigh, or hand inside the foot or to a block. But then, of course, the more we can stay on our own side in the process, or when things aren't as easy, the more connected we are to our feeling body, to our humanity, and the bigger impact we're going to have on other people, because we're in touch. And that's what the opportunities are here as well, in the challenge. To do our best to stay connected to spirit, and to be vulnerable in that process, and to feel what we feel, and use that for connection. Reach the right arm all the way out over your head. That's it. Maybe you sink a little deeper. Awesome. And then if you want more, maybe you reach the left arm all the way forward. That's the extended side angle pose. Okay, wherever you are, you keep the length in the left ribs, and maybe getting just a little bit closer to 90 degrees in that front femur. That's great, brother. Awesome. You got it. Another couple breaths here. Press the head of the right thigh back, firm the outer left hip in again, and then right back to warrior two from there. Good. Windmill the hands all the way down to the ground. Step the left foot back. Keep the head of the thigh bones lifted and lower Chaturanga Dandasana over the toes into the upward facing. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. I'm going to give you another break real quick. I'm going to demo something. You can drop the knees down. So we're going to try another little Viagrasana thing, little tiger pose, which I'm not feeling you're up for today. Am I right? Okay. Okay, so maybe you just work the setup here. So this is the last standing thing we're going to do. We're going to pull the knee into the chest, okay? From here, bend like a chaturanga. Squeeze the elbows in, perch the heart forward. You can keep this, or maybe lift the back leg away from the floor as you perch the heart forward. This is tiger pose. Squeezing the wrists and elbows in. Maybe you come to planche, extend the leg back. So both legs are back, heart forward, and then to plank pose. Okay, then we're going to come to warrior two. Zoot. Okay, so are you okay with just having your knee in your chest and bending down? Okay. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. So everybody's got options, all right? Okay, either way, let's lift your right leg up in the air. And let's be happy this is the last standing pose. Pull the knee into the chest. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, Chaturanga, okay? Those of you who are going to Viagrasana, squeeze the elbows, perch the heart forward, lift the left thigh higher. As you perch the heart forward, lift the back leg up and hover that leg. Yes, Take another breath here. Maybe you come to planche. For you, Chris, straighten the left leg, shoot the right leg back. Good, now pull the right knee in, and then warrior two. Step the foot down, windmill the arms all the way up and open. Whew. All right, very nice work. Readjusting the feet if you need to do that. Maybe sinking the front femur a little lower. Awesome. And again, I love it when he doesn't do things that he doesn't want to, you know, because it sounds so simple, but so much of the time, especially, you know, in the West where we live, it's like, no, go, 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 push through. It's like, no, you don't push through to make progress. The way to make progress is to be true. Don't push through, be true. Would you agree? Think a little deeper. And then we're going to straighten the front leg. And then from there, we'll come to Trikonasana. You want to block today? Triangle pose. Because otherwise, how can we trust ourselves if we're not listening to our own instincts? If we're doing what we think we should or shouldn't do, we're doing somebody else's idea versus listening to our soul, to our instincts, and empowering that. And that's what this is all about. I could really give two shits what poses you do or don't do. This is just part of the process that we're working with here to retrain ourselves to be on our own sides and connect to spirit. Self and soul. Okay, now from here, look down, and let's make your way into half moon pose. You can walk the block or the hand about a foot out in front of the baby toe. Awesome. You want to block? Okay. Good, now press the top of the right thigh back so there's a little bit more weight into your standing heel. And now lift the right rib slightly away from the ground. And I love what Chris does with his hand here, so you can maybe work with that. Set the left hand by the side. Good. If there's any space in there, that means you need to lift the left thigh a little higher, lift the left hip a little higher up into the hand. Chapasana if you want it. Bend the back knee, and maybe reach back and grab the tops of the foot if you want a little bit more here. Okay? And even there, see if you can press the top of the right thigh back. It's nice. Now as you press the right thigh back, firm the right hip in and press the tops of the foot or the ankle into the hand. Nice, bro. Take one more inhale like this. Good, now come back to half moon pose just for a breath. And then maybe into standing splits. Release the top hand down. You can use blocks, okay? So those of you who want a handstand, right? Work with really firming the outer right wrist in. That plugs the arm bone into the shoulder socket. Do the same thing on the left side. Lift the front ribs away from the ground and look forward. Keep the length, bend the knee, lift up. Okay? Press down, squeeze the wrists in again. Continue finding the breath in the process. Maybe you drop the head down in line with the biceps. Get a nice little release here in the neck. And then when you're ready, you can step or shoot it back. Chaturanga, I'll get those blocks. Lower down, over the toes, up doggy. Then nice and easy back to down dog. Great. One more side to go. We're almost to the floor, everybody. Let's lift your left leg up in the air, please. You're gonna pull the knee to the nose. Okay? Now, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Squeeze the knee a little higher. Those of you going into Virabhadrasana, perch the heart forward, squeeze the wrists in, lift the back leg up. Keep the front ribs lifting the whole time. Nice. You got it. Another breath here. Good. Re-straighten back to plank. Good. Pull the left knee back in. Step the foot down, warrior two. Awesome. Windmill the arms all the way up and open. And readjust the feet, heel to heel, heel to arch. Almost there. Home stretch. Broadening the shoulder blades out again. And then go ahead and straighten up your front leg. Let's take it right into Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Lengthen forward first, then hinge at the hips. And if it's hard on the neck to look up, you can look to the side. That's it. Pressing the left calf just slightly forward. So you press the left thigh in and up towards the hip point. And what we're working with there is a solid left leg with no hyperextension. If you find you're hyperextending a little bit, you just press the left calf even a little further forward. Okay, now look down at your left big toe, put the weight into the left foot, and step it up, Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon pose. Good. Work this into the midline, and then that connection again. Nice. Good work. If you want more, you can bend the back knee, reach back and grab the tops of the foot. Nice. Couple more breaths here. You got it. Lift the bottom ribs away from the ground, firm the outer left hip in. Last inhale here. Good. Back to half moon just for a breath. And then if you like, standing splits. Let everything hang and fold for a few moments here. Okay, again, if you're taking the handstand or maybe just the, setup, again, work with squeezing the outer wrists in today. So important so that the shoulders don't tip out of their sockets and then you weren't supported in your back, your arms, or your core. So squeeze those babies in, lift the ribs away from the ground, tip the heart forward. Maybe you just stay here, okay? Or lift it up. Maybe it doesn't catch. Oh well. We kick that right leg up, the top leg. Up, not over. If I go over, then I'm going to fall over, right? So work with lifting it up to the ceiling. One more inhale here. And step it all the way back. Awesome work. Not easy, I know. Thank you for hanging in there. Roll over the toes, upward facing. Nice and easy, downward facing. Let's take a pigeon pose from here. Lift the right leg up in the air. Take the right foot to the back of the left wrist. And I'm going to slide a block underneath Chris's hip here, setting up for pigeon pose. You right there? And then once you've got the block set up, which I suggest because that helps to really levelize your hips and support you in your back here, as well as your hips, obviously. Once you have that set up, reach the left big toe back, buckle your hip points, and work the left hip point slightly forward. If you're not feeling a stretch enough, you can walk the left foot a little further forward, okay? But not too far forward. We don't want it to go past 90. Probably most of you, it's not going to go past 90 because that's pretty damn hard. But if you're very flexible and it does, and if you're not feeling enough of a stretch here, you're welcome to come into double pigeon or any other hip opener that serves you today. Slowing things down now. That was not easy. And as, again, you allow like what you feel, if it wasn't easy, could be anger, could be annoyance, could be sadness, could be probably not joy. But whatever it is, if you just give yourself the moment to be in touch, it's crazy how those moments of allowing things to be as they are very healing, very humbling, grounding, and also connecting. So again, we see what we're working with each day. It's different every day. But we do our best to allow ourselves to be where we're at so that we can make change within ourselves and the world. But it starts by accepting ourselves and not beating ourselves up. Staying on our own sides, no matter what. Good. Just a little bit longer here. A couple more breaths. And then nice and easy, you can make your way out from here back to downward facing dog. Okay, once you come there, maybe roll the right hip open. You can bend the top knee and circle the ankle around a little bit if that works and it feels good to you. Left forearm and armpit forward, hollow the left armpit. And once you've had enough, you can re-extend the right leg back, release the foot down, lift the left leg up to the ceiling, and pull your knee across, set the left foot in line with your right wrist. And then we'll set a block down underneath the hip, setting it upright to support yourself so that you feel levelized in your hips. And once you got that, extend the top of your right foot back and press the top of the foot down to the ground. It looks more like that. And as we allow things to be as they are, it's not like we're trying to manipulate our feeling self, or there's no real goal, I guess, with it. It's more of an inquiry to open things up internally rather than being attached to a certain outcome. So meaning that as we investigate what happens when I am in this pose and I allow things to be as they are. You're not looking for an answer in the mind. Mind's always looking, for answers. You're really interested in the body's response. So you ask the question and then you attend to the body, to the breath, to the heart. And you notice the sensations of what goes on when you give yourself fully permission to be where you're at. So it's a kinesthetic process. It's a feeling process. Feeling is healing. And it's a discovery, moment to moment to moment, versus, again, taking control. And that's where the freedom is, in the discovery, in the moment. You can start to make your way out from here, back to a three-legged dog pose. Maybe roll the left hip open from there. Nice. And you can set that foot down. If you'd like one last vinyasa, you're welcome to take it. Okay. Would you like one? Okay, he doesn't. So let's walk the feet all the way up to the top of the mat, and then just lie down on your back. I'm going to give him some blocks for bridge pose, setting the soles of the feet down on the blocks. Good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lift the hips up towards the ceiling, bridge pose. And if you prefer supported bridge, you can take a block, underneath the sacrum and just take the palms out, okay? If that's better for you today. Good, take another inhale here. And then exhale, you can let it go back down to the ground. Good. And then when you're ready, again, we'll lift it back up into bridge pose. Good. That's actually pretty good. Just work the hips towards the back of the knees slightly. Soften the jaw, soften the lips. And then lower back down to the ground. And then just one more time, lift it back up. And nice and easy, lower back down to the ground. Good work. Hug the knees into the chest, give them a good squeeze. Spinal twist, you're going to drop the knees to the right, head and shoulders are going to roll over to your left. And as you're twisting here, just investigate if there's any place that's holding tension anywhere in the body. You don't have to try to find something if it's not there, but if something just naturally comes up, rather than trying to let it go, see if you can give it infinite space to be there. But that you're listening to it with your attention, your breath, your heart. You're with yourself. You're attending to something that's speaking to you. With that listening, there's more revelation and more healing. And then you can switch sides. And again, remembering that there isn't things to do about it. Trying to reverse that process of doing, having, being, doing, having. Being first, listening, being in touch with the spirit, being in touch with the body. And then from that place, allowing the mind to serve the heart, serve the soul in the body, versus the monkey mind taking control of everything. And then from there, happy baby pose, unwinding. And of course, having compassion for the monkey, because that's just kind of how we were trained in this world, for the monkey to take control. Go easy in the process. We all have a monkey. But the more that we can see it for what it is, it's just patterns of thought. It's not who we are. The easier we go on ourselves and the more availability we have for healing and for soul connection. And to be able to retrain ourselves to operate from a more expansive place, more connected. Good. From there, let's roll you all the way up into a seated position. Let's have you extend your legs forward, setting up for Paschimottanasana, final forward fold. So we'll have you extend the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Good. Get nice and tall, reach up. And then when you exhale, just slowly start to lengthen forward. And you can release the hands down wherever they fall. Let's just hang today. Let everything drop. Let the head drop. And take a few more moments here. And then one vertebrae at a time, you're going to start to roll up and then all the way down. Amazing work. Thank you for hanging in there. It's time to chill. Receive back for all the work, all the effort, all the mental, emotional, and spiritual energy you put into this. So let's take a nice big inhale in through your nose. And then just let it all go. Shavasana. as you start to come back, we'll begin to wiggle your toes and fingertips. Let's get long today. Reach the arms out over your head, point the toes towards the front, reaching the arms towards the back. And then when you're ready, go ahead and hug the knees into your chest. Give them a good squeeze in. And from there, you're just going to set the knees over to your right side. Pause. And then when you're ready, press the left palm down and then come up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll seal things in with a final Om, so bringing the palms together at your hearts, keeping the heart uplifted. Big inhale in through your nose. Bowing the head down toward